Welcome to Assist College of Arts and Commerce. Myself, Assistant Professor Sunil Shah. Today, I will be covering up the topic of share capital reduction, which is there in class of SY BEF and SY BCom in the subject called Business Law in the SEM 4 of Bombay University. Welcome to Assist Edupedia. Students, you are aware the Companies Act 1956 has been amended to Companies Act 2013. So whatever the laws which were applicable to 1956 for those companies which were been incorporated in during the time of 1956 and thereafter till 2013, that act is applicable, and those companies which have been incorporated after 2013, Companies Act 2013 is applicable. So students, section 2 subsection 84 of the Companies Act 2013 deals with share capital. Share capital is the amount of money that the company receives by the sale of its shares. The company uses this amount as the money as the capital for the money for the company to commence its business to gain the profit. This capital also acquires the movable and immovable properties and are required for the running of the business. So from the shares which they are run in the market, whatever the amount, whatever the capital they would be generating, they would be using for buying or investing for the immovable or movable properties. According to the law, share means a share in the share capital of a company and includes stocks. The capital share is the amount of the capital collected from the shareholder for achieving the common goal of the company as stated in the memorandum of association of the company which they had submitted during the incorporation of the company. Coming directly to the point of alteration of the share capital. So students, alteration may be increasing or decreasing, reducing of the share capital or increasing of the share capital. It refers to the changes in the existing capital structure of the firm or a company. A company can alter the share capital provided if it is mentioned in the article of association when they are submitted during the incorporation of the company. If there is no clause which is mentioning about the alteration of the share capital, then the company has to follow the different rules which has been provided according to the Companies Act 2013. An article of association is that particular document whatever the internal rules and regulation of the company has been mentioned. In the article of association, if it is mentioned there is a clause related to reduction of the share capital, then it is applicable. Otherwise, they have to pass with the different resolution during the AGM. According to section 92 subsection 1 of the Companies Act 2013, a company limited by shares may increase its share capital in the general meeting if it is authorized in the article of association. If it is not authorized, they cannot do it. Capital of the shares may be altered so as to increase or reduce the shares. Coming to the point of reduction of the share capital, it means reduction of the issued, subscribed and the paid up share capital of the company. The reduction of the capital is done by the companies for numerous reasons, including the increasing the shareholders' value and producing the most efficient capital structure. Under the share capital reduction clause, any money paid to the company in respect of the members' share is returned to the member. So if the company has received some money from the member or the shareholder of the company, then if they are thinking to reduce the share capital, then whatever the amount they had collected, they are supposed to return it back to the shareholder. A share buyback of the other hand is when the company acquires its shares itself from the existing shareholder, then cancels these shares permanently. So main difference between reduction or alteration of the share capital and buying back of the share. In case of buying back of the share, if the company feels like buying out of the shares, they have to buy back the share from the shareholder and they have to completely cancel the share permanently. Whereas in case of reduction of the share capital, the company can reduce the share capital and once again they can float the same share in the market. So this is main difference between buyback and reduction or alteration of the share capital. So coming to the next slide, where what are the need for the reduction of the share capital? The first and foremost is returning of the surplus to the shareholders. Next would be eliminating the losses which may be preventing the payment of dividends. Third would be as a part of scheme of compromise and arrangement would be the one of the reason for the reduction of the share capital, or simplifying the capital structure is also the one of the reason for reduction of the share capital. When the company is making continuous loss, the financial position does not present a true and fair value of the company, the assets are overvalued, and the balance sheet consists of fictitious asset with the debit balance and the profit side of the profit and loss account. In order for the reduction of the share capital, they have to write off that much amount to show the exact balance sheet, which should be look like healthy balance sheet. So coming to the next point, the modes of reduction of the share capital is the extinguishing or reducing of the liability. The company may reduce the share capital of the company by extinguishing the liability on its partly paid up shares. For example, if the shares are on the face value 100, of which 50 has been paid, and the company may then reduce the price of the share to 50, then the shareholder are not supposed to pay the balance of 50, because initially it was the face value was 100. Later on, company thought that they will have to reduce the face value to 50 rupees. So the particular shareholder has to pay only the 50 which had already paid it. So he is not supposed to pay the balance because company has already changed its structure. Cancelling of any paid up share capital. If the company reduces the share capital or cancelling of the any share capital which are lost is unrepresented by available assets. For example, if the shares of the face value of rupees 100 fully paid up is represented by 75 worth of the asset, in such case reduction of the share capital may be effected by cancelling rupees 25 per share and writing off the similar amount of assets. So coming to this particular points of 100 rupees, 75 rupees and 25 rupees, and if the face value is 100 and the company feels like I have to reduce the face value to 75 rupees, then the company has to pay back the balance of 25 rupees to that particular shareholder. This is in short of the explanation of this slide. Pay off any paid up share capital. Company may reduce the share capital by paying off fully paid up shares which is in the excess of the what the company requires. For example, if the face value is rupees 100 and is being paid up and reduced to the face value of 75 each by paying back rupees 75 back. Rules related to reduction of the or alteration of the share capital is that the National Company Law Tribunal shall give the notice of the application for reduction of the share capital. So the first and foremost procedure is that the company secretary of the company should inform to National Company Law Tribunal that we are reducing or altering the share capital. The notice has to be the application has to be made in the prescribed format which has been given up into the website of Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and on that particular basis they have to apply to the National Company Law Tribunal. The National Company Law Tribunal takes into consideration if and the representation made therein, and this particular representation has to be made to three particular entities. One is central government, second is ROC, Register of Companies, or Securities and Exchange Board of India, and to the creditors also. If these particular things are brought into the notice of the creditors also that this company is reducing or altering of the share capitals, and this particular process should be completed within 3 months from the date of the receipt of the notice. If no representation has been received, to this particular central government or the ROC or to the SEBI, then it is presumed that there is no objection from the creditors or any of the shareholders. Then the National Company Law Tribunal has to pass an order for reduction or alteration of the share capital. What are the procedure? First of all, there should be board meeting should be conveyed by the board of directors, and the chairman and managing director should preside over the particular meeting. He should make a disclosure in the board meeting that he is interested in reducing of the share capital. The next step is that during the board meeting he should specify the day in which they should call for annual general meeting or extra general meeting, that they are reducing the agenda of the meeting is that they should reduce the share capital. After the resolution has been passed by the majority of the person in the shareholder, they should file a form. With ROC under section 117 that we are reducing the share capital, and also an application should be made, as I explained in the earlier slide, to the National Company Law Tribunal for the reduction of the share capital. Then this particular National Company Law Tribunal will issue a notice and the directions to this ROC as well as to the central government, as the case may be, that this particular company has given me the application for reduction of the share capital, and they will issue a notice. Representation in case of government company should be through central government and to the ROC. The procedure to be followed with regard to the representation and the objection received. If there is objection of any of the minority shareholder, that particular thing should be brought into notice. Hearing should be done and the justification should be given for both the majority shareholders or the minority shareholders or the company who are bringing this particular type of resolution. An order on application and the minutes thereof, this particular order which has been passed by the National Company Law Tribunal, and the minutes of the meeting also should be given to the ROC. Further, for all this process, the fees is rupees 5,000 which has to be paid for reduction of the share capital. Also, there should be an alteration of in every copy of MOA and AOA, Memorandum of Association, Article of Association, that we are obeying with the rules and regulation, and we had followed the procedure that has to be mentioned in the order which has been passed by National Company Law Tribunal. They will give the CC to all this, to ROC also and to the SEBI also. The tribunal, National Company Law Tribunal, if it is satisfied that the debt or the claim of every creditor of the company has been discharged and determined and has been secured, or his consent is obtained for the reduction or alteration of the share capital, may make an order for confirming the reduction of the share capital as the terms and condition as it deems fit. Coming to the extra information what the tribunal should mention to the ROC also, the company shall deliver a certified copy of the order to the tribunal and the minutes approved by the tribunal, the amount of share capital which is to be altered, the number of shares which is to be paid with the dividend, and the number of amount, if the amount has been reduced, that has to be particularly divided with the number of shares. The amount of each shares, whether if it is 100 face value, it has been reduced to 50, or if the face value is 100, if it is reduced to 75 rupees per share. The amount deemed to be paid upon each share at the time of registration, and this thing, the whole thing has to be completed within the 30 days of the order, and this copy has to be mentioned with the ROC. If the company fails to comply with the rules and regulations which has been given under Companies Act 2013, every officer knowingly conceals, he hides any name of any creditors entitled to the subject of reduction, or knowingly misrepresents the nature and the amount of debt or the claim of any of the creditors, or abets or privy to the concealment or misrepresentation of the aforesaid statement, he shall be liable under section 447 of the Companies Act, and the punishment which has been leveled is rupees not less than 5 lakhs, and which may be maximum to rupees 25 lakhs to those every officer who is in default. Thank you, students. I hope you understood related to the alteration of the share capital which is there in Companies Act 2013 under SEM 4 of SYBF and SYBCom of the Mumbai University. Thank you.